Red Wing, 3-string. Howdy folks, Bluesboy Jag here with yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Red Wing. This is a very common bluegrass song, and a lot of rock and roll bands play it in a blues style, so I figured what the heck, we'll do a 3-string version on this one. It's really easy. So we're tuned to open G on this one, A string down to G, D string tuned normal to D, and your first string is a G. G, D, G. Very common open tune 3-string cigar box guitar tuning. So we're only going to be using about 3 chords. We got the G, no fingers at all. And then we're going to be playing up on the 5th fret, so that's G, A, B, C. And that's the third string, the third chord right there. So G, A, B, C, and D. So that's going to be a G chord, it's going to be a C chord, and a D chord. Just 3 chords. Very common 3-chord song. There's billions and billions of blues songs with these 3 chords, and there's billions and trillions of rock songs and country songs. All you got to do is 1 finger across for the entire song. So we're going to start out doing a funky shuffle with the open G chord. And it doesn't have to be that funky, but either way is fine. You can kind of do I'm just using my first finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Then I'm jumping up here to the 5th fret and back down to open G. So there's your G. And there's your D. G, A, B. And that's your C. So I'm going to do a very simple strum pattern. It's not going to be the ultimate strum pattern for this song, but I'm just going to keep it simple so you can kind of get a hang of it. So there's your G, and I'm going to jump up to the 3rd fret. So that right there is an A sharp chord. But let's just don't worry about that for now. Just count the frets. So 0. And then we jump up to 5, back down to 0, back to 5, 0. And then we jump up here to 7. That's the whole song. You can vary a whole bunch of different things on this. You can make it funky, you make it blues, you make it fast, make it slow. But we're going to just keep it simple for now. So back to the beginning, open G. Sometimes I might play my first finger on that 1st string, 3rd fret. And I'm bending up slightly. Then I go up to the 5th fret, back down to 0. And all I'm doing there is bending up that first string slightly, but I'm still strumming all 3 strings. And I'm kind of doing slow bends. Then we jump up to 5. And that's your G, A, B, C chord. So. We're halfway done already. So I'm going to go through all that again. 0, up, sorry, 0 and 3. Back to 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 7. Repeat all that. Believe it or not, that's the entire song. There's a couple other things you can repeat to make it longer. So one more time. G, and then we're going to go to the 3rd fret, which is A sharp. Then we go up to the 7th fret, right here. So far we played 0, 3, 5, and 7. So from the top. So we do all that twice. Now we use the same chords we just played, and we're going to go up here to the 5th fret. So that's going to be a G, A, B, C. Now we go back to open G. Now we go up to the 7th fret, which is G, A, B, C, D. A, B, C, that's the last fret, that's the last chord we're going to play. So from the top, first finger on that first string, then we go to 5, then we go to 0, 5 again, 0, 7. I'm doing all this again. That's the first part. Now we're going to walk up from 0 to 3 to 4 to 5. Then we go to 0 again, which is G. Then we go back up to 7 like we did before. So what chord is that? G, A, B, C, D. So from the top. So notice I did that entire chord progression twice. Notice I did that entire chord progression twice. Now, this is the second part of the song. Same chords, just kind of a different sequence of chords. I'm walking up 0, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm borrowing. When I walk up here, I'm strumming all 3 strings. Then I bar across here on the 7. There's a million different ways you can do that. So it's basically the same chord progression, and I'm walking back up from the beginning. So here we go. that bottom string. But I'm still strumming all 3 strings. So, to compress that all together, back to the beginning. So that's the blues version of that. Now, if you wanted to play a country version of that, you can change up the strum patterns. So what you end up with there is... So it's real easy. Just 3 chords, and just make it funky. Start out nice and slow and easy, and speed it up later, and you can add more notes to it. So let me give you an example of that. You can use your pinky on that first string. We're 2 frets above the first finger. Just barring across with the first finger. Pinky 2 frets up and 3 frets up. Now by itself it sounds kind of weird, but how about this? And I'm also using that pinky on that second string. So there's a couple other things you can do with that. So if we do that on all 3 chords, we end up with this. Have fun with that. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and check out my website, bluesboyjag.com. Cigar box guitars for 21 years, and we'll see you next time.